pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, sailors and star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, and the home of love, brave home of the brave.
Welcome to the most extraordinary Bloomfield Hills High School graduation ceremony ever. As a member of the Board of Education for 22 years, I have always loved the opportunity to share in this pinnacle moment of recognition of 13 years of their hard work and to confer onto our students their high school degree. On behalf of the Board of Education, I want to thank Principal Hollerith and all of his team at Bloomfield Hills High School, our parent volunteers, our facilities team, our technology crew, and everyone involved in the creation and production of today's unique celebration. Though traditions may not be all they are cracked up to be, this wonderful senior class has worked hard to achieve this rite of passage, and special observance is their due. Recognizing that this global pandemic has robbed them of many of the culminating activities of their high school experience, today's celebration is an important time for us to stop and recognize this milestone achievement for our senior class. As the tools of technology has enabled our seniors to complete their final year, it seems appropriate that technology and ingenuity has enabled us to gather for this special event. Graduates, parents, grandparents, sisters and brothers, friends and family, wherever you may be gathered, in the parking lots of Bloomfield Hills High School, listening on the BIF, watching on cable TV. Welcome. Thank you for sharing and joining in this special recognition, and to salute the 2020 Bloomfield Hills High School graduating class. Congratulations, seniors.
Hi, I'm Pat Watson, your new superintendent. I had hoped to get to know you all better than I was able to due to the unfortunate situation. COVID-19 has changed all of our lives. We have learned that we must be flexible while adapting to our new circumstances. As seniors, you have shown great resiliency and determination. These characteristics will serve you well in your future endeavors. There is no more poignant time to acknowledge that it is through hard times that true character is built. As Eleanor Roosevelt says so gracefully, people grow through experience if they meet life honestly and courageously. This is how character is built. I have been astounded as I've watched so many of you give back to the community, stepping up in ways that are truly inspirational. Your character is shining bright, and your family, friends, teachers, and community are so proud of you. I am so proud of you. Look at what you've accomplished. Even in the worst of times, You have come out stronger and more resilient, and you can do anything. Although you didn't get to end the school year like you had planned, with spring break, prom, and your senior all-night party, you took the opportunity to learn from it, building character and growing into strong, compassionate young adults that can face anything that comes your way. The world is yours, and there's nothing that can stop you now. Congratulations, Blackhawks. You have made it. No obstacle can stop you because you are the unstoppable Bloomfield Hills class of 2020.
Hi, I'm Claire Ziegler. When I was a little girl, my nanny always used to tell me that I was a part of the generation that would change the world. As a little kid, I chose to embrace that I was a part of something so important, and I held that truth in my mind as I grew up. I saw it in my peers too, this idealism and hope for the future. In uncertain times such as these, this is now more important than ever. As I got older, I realized that when my grandma told me this, it was a call to action. She meant that it was up to us because the preceding generations just weren't getting it done. I wondered why this was. Here's what I came up with. We're all born inherently good. As kids, we shoot for the stars, we accept everyone, and we're kind and loving. Little kids want to be friends with everyone they meet, no matter their differences. They assume the best in people. They don't know hate, only love and compassion. As we grow up, we tend to lose these parts of ourselves. We learn to treat those who look or act differently than us poorly, and gravitate toward those who think and look like us. We do just what is expected of us and rarely go above and beyond. We do things in hopes of reward or praise, not from the goodness in our hearts. We look the other way when we see the homeless on the streets. We shy away from what makes us uncomfortable instead of trying to make the world a better place so that there aren't so many painful injustices in the future. People change as they grow up. Consumed with responsibilities and desires, they often become less open-minded and more cynical. They're often too busy or preoccupied with life to pursue causes greater than themselves. Going into college or work or whatever may be next in our lives, let's stay open-minded and tolerant of others. Let's assume the best in people and try to connect on the ways that we're the same rather than focus on how we're different. Let's take this opportunity to discover our passions and purposes in life. Let's be intent on building the legacy of our generation. Let's choose our majors and jobs based on what we're passionate about and what we think the world needs, not what would make the most money or have the best benefits. Lawyers and doctors are very important, don't get me wrong. If that's what you're passionate about, then go for it. But the world needs teachers and social workers and so many other professions that many people don't even consider because they won't necessarily allow you to live lavishly. Let's consider careers that can help make the world a better place, save the environment, promote mental health, or preserve human rights. We have so many choices to make, so let's not make it all about the money and the benefits. Let's make it about what's in our hearts. Let's be selfless. Let's make choices for the benefit of our communities and our world, not just for ourselves. And finally, let's keep shooting for the stars. Let's be more. Let's go above and beyond like we always have. Let's keep these idealistic traits that we're born with. Let's never lose them, so that maybe when we're talking to our grandchildren about their future, the world won't be so in need of change. So let's do what we've been called to do. Let's be the generation that saves the world. Thank you.
Class of 2020. My name is Lexi Finkelstein, and I had the privilege of serving as your senior class president. While the current unfortunate circumstances will inevitably be a part of our class legacy, this time of adversity shines a light on the importance of unity, as well as the valor and fortitude of the class of 2020. Our legacy will be far more than the senior year that ended too soon. We are a class of kind, hardworking, fun-loving leaders, students, and friends. The senior class was searching for a way to honor both aspects of this legacy. A gift that would support and uplift our fellow students, the underclassmen who have experienced this pandemic alongside us, while honoring the spirit and camaraderie of the class of 2020. I am honored to present the senior class gift, the establishment of a scholarship fund. For the next 3 years, a scholarship will be awarded to one senior who embodies the character of the class of 2020. Our hope is that this award will recognize the immense challenge we have faced as we march forward with a bold and determined attitude towards the next chapter of our lives in the face of uncertainty, while encouraging future graduates to uphold the resiliency, integrity, and spirit of the class of 2020.
Hello, this is Paul Collin, President of the Bloomfield Hills School Board, otherwise known as PK Sports. Even though I am unable to see your faces as you receive your diplomas, I am honored to be addressing you today. Although our year was unexpectedly cut short, this is still a long list of accomplishments. I would like to acknowledge some of them right now. Our Blackhawks fall and winter sports teams competed at all levels. Over the course of the 2019-2020 year, our Blackhawk teams won a state title, multiple regional and league championships, along with many who qualified for states as a team or individually. I am so happy I could be a part of those moments and memories, even though some of our winter teams ended abruptly. Our choirs sang at the DSO in Greenfield Village while the Jills performed at the governor's Christmas party. Our bands and orchestra set records with all Division I ratings at the MSBOA Festival for the first time in our school's history. 43 Blackhawk artists won awards at the Scholastic Arts Festival. Over 40 DECA students qualified for states and 5 proceeded to the World Championships. Student leadership won the Excellence Award once again and led their fellow Blackhawks in many community activities. Over 160 theater students participated in Fiddler on the Roof, while many earned high honors at the National Thespian Festival. The Hawkeye newspaper told our stories to preserve them for the future, while at the same time winning 31 awards at their state conference. Our BHS TV and radio station broadcast away to 28 awards at their state conference. Our forensics team began their season undefeated until sadly they could no longer compete. And of course, the groups that weren't able to start their seasons. Some of these activities included our Model UN, Bionic Blackhawks, along with our spring sports teams. I know this spring would have been no different than years past because I'm well aware on how hard our co-curriculars worked leading up to the seasons and was fortunate to be part of those past moments. Those moments included world, state, regional, conference, and league championships. As you know, I am one of your biggest cheerleaders. To the 2020 BHHS senior class, congratulations on all of your accomplishments. Best of luck to you as you go forward. Be a great Blackhawk and make Bloomfield Hills proud, as I know all of you will do.
A big welcome to the incredible class of 2020. I've missed seeing you all every day so much. To the teachers, counselors, and administrators, a special thank you for working so hard to bring us together in person today. And finally, welcome to our families. We would quite literally not be here at all without you. In fact, Hindu teachings suggest that every human being begins life as a single bubble in their mother's womb, and therefore that bubbles are symbols of new beginnings. As many of you know, we have our own bubble right here in Bloomfield. The so-called Bloomfield bubble refers to a metaphorical bubble surrounding the entirety of the Bloomfield Hills community, which somehow isolates it from the real world. Many of you have expressed a desire to pop this bubble and to begin your independent lives as far away, both literally and mentally, as possible. But today, I am challenging us, the class of 2020, to reinvent the definition of the Bloomfield bubble for future classes. The end of our senior year was unconventional, to say the least, with me up on a screen talking to you in your cars being proof of that. But today's driving graduation reflects the strength of our community and proves that our relationships with one another can endure, even when we are separated by distance. As someone who's been in the district since kindergarten, I see the Bloomfield bubble as being composed of the people sitting here today who've made this place our beginning and our home. A home that will always be here for you, and one that I hope you never want to entirely leave behind. One of my favorite quotes from the musical Wicked is, "We can't all come and go by bubble." Likewise, it is also important to recognize that not everyone has had all of the opportunities that we have been provided from within the Bloomfield bubble. And several of these experiences have made an impact outside of the bubble, maybe without us even realizing it. We have been constantly encouraged to think globally and to offer assistance and compassion to those who need it. We have been expanding our horizons for years, and so our roots are not something we should be trying to escape from, but rather something we should be holding close to our hearts. Let's reinvent the idea of the bubble so that it refers to a glistening iridescent sphere within us that contains everything we've learned about ourselves, our peers, and our world. A bubble of pride that comes with forever being a Bloomfield Blackhawk, even as we spread our wings. Thank you.
I have the honor of presenting the class of 2020. To this year's graduates, we owe you so much, as you've lost many of the traditional celebrations this spring because history showed up on your door. Yes, history found you, as we will remember the class of 2020 as the class that sacrificed so much during this pandemic to help others. As we look back years from now, I know it will be these seniors that will have led us to new opportunities, innovation, and given us hope for a brighter future. Your skills and talents will undoubtedly affect multiple generations to come as we move forward from this difficult period of time. But now, more than ever, is the time where character matters. Remember, adversity does not build character, it reveals it. Empathy, compassion, resilience, and courage are all traits you are learning firsthand and will need to use to support future generations. Your amazing talents are now needed more than ever. You've survived this year, you can survive just about anything. History will remember you for the steps you will now take. Please remain committed to yourself, continue to dream big, and continue to inspire others. You've inspired us all over the past 4 years. In the near future, I know you will continue to grow in the face of adversity, but undoubtedly you will rewrite history for many generations to come. As actor Christopher Reeves once said, "A hero is an ordinary individual who finds the strength to persevere and endure in spite of overwhelming obstacles." No better words could have been applied to the class of 2020. You are heroes to all of us. It is now my privilege to hereby certify that all seniors have met district and state requirements for graduation, and therefore it is my honor to present to you the class of 2020. Congratulations.
Jack Abbo. David Abdelnour. Ali Abdel Sattar. Nurul Huda Abdel Sattar. Noah Abels. Simon Abo Hasira. Hassam Abu Ras. Zaid Abu Ras. Julia Abramzik. Shether Ahmed. Zaher Ahmed. Samira Alab Al-Razak. John Aliff. Juman Al-Qadri. Riwa Al-Qadre, Brett Almany, Haneen Al-Sabhat, Mamdua Al-Sager, Mohammed Al-Shami, Ahmed Al-Thanan, Elijah Appleman, Paul Arslanian, Sylvia Avery, Diego Badalo, Noor Badat, Susan Bannon, Zaya Bari, Zeph Bakermans, Lucas Ball, Jordan Banks, Jacob Banuni, Izir Barnes, Stephanie Barting, Zara Basha, Parker Bass, Alexander Bouvoy, Lindsay Beck, Eric Becker, Alicia Bedoya Hook, Zach Bennett, Noah Benson, Kayla Bernard, Kenneth Berry, Jonah Best, Mia Bianchi, Samantha Bienenfeld, Samaje Bland, Brooke Bozart, Melissa Briggs, Noah Brooke, Natalie Brooks, Jackson Brown, Jason Brown, Roman Brown, Amari Birding, Drake Burgess, Glentoria Cabell, Sarah Cabral, Caitlin Cahill, David Kamaj, Riley Campbell, Christian Carlton, Shannon Caraway, Alexandria Coleman, Lily Collins, Connor Cook, Bennett Cooper, Blaird Kopani, Dominic Cowdrey, Dominic Curdy,
Amro Dada, Ashika Dadich, Andrew Diagostino, Ehab DeBoer, Matthew Dalal, Jameson Davis, Leila DeCampos, Michael DeFrancesco, Kavya Desai, Aiden Dixon, Aaron DeMarzo, Devin Doherty, Mahi Doshi, Caitlin Draus, Frank Duku, Elena Dorman, Emma Dwoskin, Elizabeth Eit, Dalia El Gamal, Marley Elias, Sophie Elter, Courtney MD, Alexandria Finkelstein, Aiden Finn, Chloe Fisher, Brody Fisher, Joseph Fishkind, Jake Fogel, James Fontanesi, Jacqueline Foreman, Julia Fortino, Henry Freeman, Mason Frost, Naomi German, Brandon Gittler, Jordan Glass, Ishan Goal, Shay Goff, Ricky Goldman, Chloe Gouda, Leland Green, Andrew Grecken, Jack Gross, Nicholas Gazzetti, Matthew Gutman, Bryce Gutowski,
Alexander Haji, Rhonda Hakeem, Chloe Halliboo, Lainey Hamburg, Jordan Hamilton, Nina Hansen, Isabel Harbor, Dominique Harden, Michaela Harris, Tamia Harrison, Zechariah Hashem, Lana Hashimoto, Aliza Hashmi, Jana Hatahet, Catherine Heath, Colin Hecker, Madison Hedges, Grace Henderson, Sophie Henderson, York Henson, Kayla Harold, Jackson Heidenberg, Alana Hirsch, Stacy Hirsch, Frances Hogue, Lily Hollerith, Devin Holmes, Jane Huberman, Marley Huberman, Michael Hood, Jillian Howard, Nathan Howard, Taylor Hughes Barrow, Victoria Hungerman, Peter Hurley, Ross Husney, Seth Husney, Ennis Jabri, Jeremiah Jackson, Ryan Jacobson, Shane Jacobson, Yahya Jamalidin, Danny Jandali, Lara Janos, Seth Jawish, Shelby Jenkins, Kai Johnson, Ariana Jones, Gabriel Jones, Joshua Jones, Kendall Jones, Nicholas Joseph, Eric Josan, Lincoln Judge, Sarah Cadence, Kai Cadian, Jeremy Cahan, Yazid Kaya, Jacob Kam, Zachary Kam, Ronnie Kane, Manav Kapoor, Raneem Karkukli, Renal Carmo, Victoria Karpak, Ari Katz, John Keane, Caitlin Keel, Sari Kelman, Hannah Kelly, Romy Kennett, Abbas Karis, Jungkai Kim, Ian Kerner, Connor Clemmer, Lukeman Kohler, Ibda Kojan, Noor Kojan, Basil Kanja, Jihan Kojan, Joman Kojan, Asanasias Kukios, Matthew Kowalski, Samantha Kravitz, Darby Krugel, Rachel Crewman, Aiden Cruz, Anthony Koo, Mariah Kiriakis.
Brooke Lady, Hillary Lamb, Regan Lee, Eli Levine, Jennifer Lizama Martinez, Lucas Little, Melissa Liu, Lane Lord, Eli Lewis Ferdinand, Olivia Loveland, Olivia Lucia, Caitlin Luckoff, Rachel Liebeck, Alexandra Lynch, Mari Lynn, Valentine McCaj, Grace Maloof, Leah Marciando, Jonathan Margosian, Madeline Marks, Aaron Marshall, Benjamin Mashburn, Morgan Mathis, Michael Maxwell, Brody Mayoris, Kirsten McCullum, Connor McCormick, Carmen McEwen Ogando, Tyrone McGinnis II, Carly McPherson, Ashton Merman, Celeste Meisel, Harley Meyer, Cassandra Milch, Ryan Miskelly, Matthew Moore, Alexis Moss, Max Muchnick, Elizabeth Muchnick, Jacqueline Mulleroni, Brendan Murray, Genevieve Murray, Ahed Nahas, Brandon Neely, Alexina Nelson, Kira Nicholson, Kaylee Novak, Bennett Obrecht, Joseph Olson, Allison Osland,
Caroline Paddock, Melanie Palmer, Michael Passwater, Patik Patel, Samantha Hall, Mary Paulin, Spencer Paisner, Adam Perlman, Heriberto Pena, Benjamin Perry, Emerald Perry, Gretchen Peters, Corinne Peterson, Paige Pierce, Dimitri Pilger, Charles Polito, Peyton Pergoda, Rafay Kadir, Rachel Rabinowitz, Jahan Rafi, Adam Rahim, Lucy Rakowski, Santosh Ramachandran, Ilyas Rashid, Lean Ross, Lena Rather, Jada Reeves, Adam Ranke, Haley Ranke, Nicholas Reitmeyer, Noor Ruhan, Noah Roberts, Emily Rowland, DeAndre Ross, Alexa Rousseau, Eli Rubin, Logan Rudd, Miriam Russ, Anna Russo, Anna Solis, Rima Salkini, Sarah Sander, Kushal Sanji, Evan Sorokin, Justin Satawa, Angelina Savaya, Serena Savaya, Donna Schock, Joshua Schubner, Tom Schellenberg, Aaron Swartz, Colin Sagasser, Alexandra Sergakis, Mati Shafo, Aya Shahin, Jordan Shapiro, Jenny Shee, Anissa Sheikh, Thomas Sherman, Grace Shoda, Maya Sigmund, Kylie Sakaitis, Jacob Sikorsky, Nicholas Sikorsky, Jenna Silverman, Olivia Sim, Noel Seawick,
Olivia Slazinski, Spencer Snell, Bailey Snyder, John Sokaku, Scott Spector, Chloe Spencer, Liliana Spencer, Lauren Spiegel, Elise Spriggs, Emma Spruell, Ephenia Stavropoulos, Sabarish Sudhagar, Alyssa Sultani, Ava Swider, Solon Tadis, Amadou Tall, John Taylor, Taven Taylor. Matthew Teitelbaum, Sarah Tenori, Sasha Tertzag, Madeline Tai Tang, Justin Tobias, Annika Torrey, Gabriella Tremonti, Vasilios Sopralis, Claire Tamicki, John Tamicki, Nicholas Tupper, Sabatino Volpe, Asher Voss, Serena Vukovic, Janae Walker, Alec Ward, Jania Washington, Erica Webb, Catherine West, Margot Wester, Thomas Westman, Maxwell White, Gretchen Wilbur, Hannah Winter, Owen Winter, Maxim Wolberg, Elijah Wood, Crystal Woodman, Alan Yang, Eli Yazdi, Anthony Yun, Ibrahim Zohor, Malik Zadat, Aurelia Zajac, Kaylee Zarek, Ahmad Zaza, Claire Ziegler, Gabriel Ziegler, Jad Zine, Alan Zhang, Georgia Zimmerman, Bradley Zausmer, Dania Zubair.
What a great group of seniors. And now, as my last official duty, I ask all seniors to move their tassel from the right side of their mortarboard to the left. It is now my great honor to present to you the Bloomfield Hills High School graduated class of 2020. Congratulations.